There's a very simple scientific set of numbers that tells you about what energy really has done for the world. At 1900, I have this index. I take the number of people living at that time and multiply it by the life expectancy. And in 1900, there were 1.6 billion people, 35 years life expectancy. Multiply that out, you get about 56 billion human life years, okay? So the world in 1900, the energy technology of 1900 supported 56 billion human life years. In 2005, that same number was over 430 billion human life years. That's an 8-fold increase in the experience of human life. Now, I happen to be favorably disposed toward the experience of human life. And the longer, the better, in my view. Especially as I'm getting older and I have grandkids, nothing gives me such inexplicable joy as to have my 2.5-year-old grandson come up and hug me around the knees and just say, "Grandpa." That's an experience of life that many of the viewers of this program know in their hearts and can relate to me on that. You just can't get it anywhere else. However, in 1900, in all probability, I would not have had that experience because I wouldn't have lived long enough to see grandchildren. And so this whole underlying theme of many environmental activists is that people are just, you know, they're expendable. And a tree or a whale somehow is equal to a human. Now that's a view of life, and it's not scientific in any way, and my view is not scientific about, I happen to believe human life is precious, but that's not a scientific issue. But if we as a society say that human life is worth living, it is precious, we can look at some of the environmental activist activities and say these are anti-human. That these will remove energy, make energy more expensive, which degrades human life, and we can't be for that. And I don't think there's a choice between a whale or a person, or a tree or a person. We can create energy without harming the other parts of the environment, as we do right now to a pretty large extent, I think. The wealthier a country is, the more energy it has, the cleaner its environment is. And if you don't believe that, let me take you to some places in the third world where the habitats, the environment is just completely destroyed. The rivers are fouled so that no life can exist in them. And compare that with our country or Western Europe and so on. Energy has created some of the best and cleanest environments we have in the world today.